There are many assumptions about the number of alien species in the universe. Many ufologists, abductees, and even government officials claim to have seen so-called space brothers from outer space. Alex Collier is the only contactee to provide detailed information about the Andromeda aliens. In his interviews, he discussed the impact of various alien species on the human race. Many ufologists consider Collier to be trustworthy, as he tries to convey as fully as possible the information received from his contacts with the Andromedans. He began experiencing extraterrestrial contact during his childhood through his mid-teens. After the experience faded for several years, including military service in the US Army, contact resumed in 1985. According to him, he met with two Andromedans who became his mentors, and he has taken aboard starships, including a large extraterrestrial mothership. There he studied for 3 months with the Andromedans. The aliens gave him information about cosmic spirituality, life in the universe, and Earth's galactic history. The Andromedans are one of those thousands of extraterrestrial races in existence, he says. They are human, and some of them have bluish skin and are over 2 meters tall. According to Collier, author of Defending Sacred Ground, the Andromedan Compendium, all human life forms originated in the constellation Lyra. However, a result of the war, their stars exploded, forcing humanity to spread to different places in the galaxy in order to survive. Collier explains that the different skin tones are due to different DNA and exposure to different stars. The Andromeda creatures are one of the oldest civilizations living in the constellation Andromeda. This civilization, no matter where in the constellation it lives, has a single government and is 4,700 years more spiritually advanced than we are, as well as 5,000 years more technologically advanced. However, they maintain a balance of spiritual and technological. That is, they use technology to be able to develop spirituality. This is because there are different levels of measurement. We are currently in the third dimension. We still haven't reached the fourth. What distinguishes the third dimension from the fourth is conscience. In the fourth dimension, there is a collective consciousness because every telepath can read the thoughts of others. Each person is real, transparent, and without ulterior motives. Upon entering this dimension, the being becomes clairvoyant, as energy systems and fields can be seen in the state of consciousness. The creatures from Andromeda did not live in a society that was manipulated like ours. They are telepathic and clairvoyant because they have studied all the sciences. All souls know who they are. They all know about their past lives, and every time they incarnate, they become aware and know where they are going. In addition, they can see their evolution in the afterlife. According to various interviews with Collier, he claimed that the Earth is under the control of an aggressive extraterrestrial being. These aliens came to Earth from a star system known as Alpha Draconis. He said that people are divided by two different philosophical belief systems. One of them spreads love and free will, and the other shows the control and consumption of resources. He said that humans are lagging behind the Andromedans because of the manipulation of our DNA. Intense manipulation of the Earth has been dated back to 5,700 years. However, it started 14,000 years ago, when aliens from Orion began manipulating our DNA structure. In his last lecture, Collier said that an ancient alien race is responsible for creating the environment of the planets and making them habitable. The Andromedans and Pleiadians believed that this ancient alien race was called Partala. He even said that these aliens are able to remove the moons to reposition the planet from its sun to control the amount of radiation. Presumably, the Andromedans could have created the solar system. Collier noted that the Andromedans are ahead of us in technology by about 4,300 to 4,500 years. They don't count years in 365 days like we do on Earth. According to various aliens, 1 year is the time when each cell of their body duplicates itself, and this takes about 34 years. According to Collier, humans are made up of 22 alien races. He claimed that about 135 billion people live on the planets of the 8 galaxies closest to us. He even said when he visited one of these inhabited planets, these people were afraid to see an Earthling because we have had a bad reputation. In the entire universe, only people could make their people into slaves and kill them for their own gain. Interestingly, Collier's words that other aliens look like us have recently been confirmed by scientists. According to them, if there are other intelligent races in the universe, they are most likely similar to us. Researchers believe that external diversity is actually quite severely limited by the laws of the universe. Astrobiologist professor at the University of Edinburgh Charles Cockell, author of the book The Equations of Life, How Physics Shapes Evolutions, names the 3 restrictions that all life forms without exception must follow. Physical laws are the same everywhere. For example, the force of gravity acts not only in the solar system but also outside it. In every corner of the universe, life will use the same ingredients. Carbon is the optimal chemical element for the origin of life, and water is the ideal fluid for its transport. Andromedan aliens, those ETs from the Andromeda, are additionally described with the aid of Alex Collier as having been direct descendants of the Lyrans who killed some situation when first leaving the Lyran device due to predatory extraterrestrial races, however, ultimately settled in the Andromeda constellation in the superstar machine. Zente, Collier describes the nature of the Andromedans as follows. Everything that they create technologically is used for the development of their race. It is for instructional functions only, but it can be used in defense. No, they do now not have a military per se, they are scientists. What they do is shape their teens to college somewhere from 150 to 200 years in our linear time. They educate their college students all of the arts and sciences. They are actually masters at everything. Then at the point, they have the desire in what it is they desire to do, and they can exchange their minds whenever and do something else. So they are given all the tools. Everything is for education, nothing is for distraction. They would by no means conceive of developing TV as a distraction. Never. Everything is to assist them evolve, and their science can be used for protecting functions, primarily the holographic stuff. The most massive function of the Andromedans is that they are instrumental in the Andromeda Council, which is a grouping of about 140 celebrity structures who deliberate upon Earth. In a 1997 interview, Collier described the Council's deliberations as follows. Now in our galaxy there are many councils. I do not understand the whole lot about all these councils. However, I do understand about the Andromedan Council, which is a team of beings from 139 distinctive big name structures that come collectively and talk about what is going on in the galaxy. It is no longer a political body. What they have been lately discussing is the tyranny in our future, 357 years from now, due to the fact that influence everybody. Apparently what they have done via time travel is that they have been in a position to determine out the place the massive shift in electricity occurred that motivates the tyranny 357 years in our future. They have traced it return to our photovoltaic system, and they have been capable to in addition song it to down to Earth, Earth's moon and Mars, those 3 places. The very first assembly the Andromedan Council had used to be figure out whether or not or how not to at once intervene with what was once going on here. According to Morney, there have been solely 78 structures that met this first time. Of these 78, simply brief of half of determined that they desired nothing to do with us at all, regardless of the problem. I assume it is actually vital that you recognize why they desire nothing to do with us. We are speaking about big name structures that are thousands and thousands of miles years away from us, even some who have in no way met us. They simply knew the vibration of the planet mirrored those on it. The motives why they desire nothing to do with us is that from their perspective, Earth human beings do not appreciate themselves, every different or the planet. What perchance can be the price of Earth humans? Fortunately, the majority of the council gave the opinion that due to the fact Earth has been manipulated for over 5,700 years, that we deserve the possibility to show ourselves, to at least have a shot at proving the different phase of the council wrong. Another contactee who mentions the Andromedans is Adrian, who was once drastically interviewed with the aid of researcher Sean David Morton and observed to be credible. Adrian's testimony used to be supported by means of tremendous photos, movie and witness testimonies. According to Adrian, the Andromedans play a necessary function in forming councils that deliberate on Earth, future thereby independently confirming Collier testimony. The Andromedans are one of the foremost ET races most accountable for crop circles. He argues that the crop circles are meant each to encourage people with the opportunity of ET communications and to warn poor ETs of the penalties of their moves to manage and manipulate humanity. The Andromedans' chief recreation seems to be facilitating selections of the Galactic neighborhood in dealing with tough issues such as the cutting-edge Earth situation, progressive techniques for resolving conflict, the schooling of childhood, and inspiring humanity with the probabilities of ET contact. The international options they promote consist of supporting the increase of psychic crystal rainbow children peace education, exposing elite manipulation, advertising extended world governance and diplomacy, and hostile elites resolution.
If you enjoy this video and want to see more like it, please consider subscribing to us and hitting the like button. Feel free to write a comment below and suggest which theory you want to see next. If you'd like to further support this channel, please consider joining. Our membership link will be found in the description box below. We appreciate your support, and as always, thanks for watching.